was back in 2008 when I had a outpatient surgery, and I left from there, and I was having severe breathing issues where I had a lot of burning, shortness of breath. So I decided to go back into the emergency room and see what was going on. Did a lot of testing, biopsies, came back that it was sarcoid, which was good because I was having no symptoms. And I didn't have any symptoms for several years until 2011, when I decided that I was going to step out in faith and go to Africa. It was probably about 2 months after that I decided that I was going to go that I started having some shortness of breath, dizziness, a lot of burning sensation in my lungs. So I decided to use wisdom and go to my doctor to see what was going on. She decided that we needed to do more chest x-rays to see where the lymph nodes were and how they were going. And upon those tests, we found out the right side of my neck was swelling and the lymph nodes were enlarged there and in my chest. So she referred me to several other doctors, and based off of what they were finding, they were concerned that I possibly might have thyroid cancer. It was coming up to the time where Jen had asked me, we need to book the plane tickets. Do you think you're still going to go? I asked several of my doctors their opinions, and they said they wouldn't give me an answer whether or not I should or shouldn't go. I spent most of the day that night just really praying and seeking the Lord and asking, you need to be clear to me that if I'm supposed to go, because I want to be obedient. I heard from you the first time, and I want to make sure that I'm stepping in the right direction. The only thing that I could come up that the Lord was saying to me was, do you trust me? And I said, yeah, Lord, I trust you. And he asked me again, no, do you trust me? Yeah, Lord, you've done so many things for me in the past, yeah, I trust you. And the third time he asked me, do you trust me? The only way that I knew that in order for me to trust him was by stepping out in faith and deciding to go to Africa. Because if I didn't go, my faith would have been in my circumstances and in the situation and in the doctor's hands. But I decided that his plans for me are far greater than my plans. And the circumstances looked overwhelming and not hopeful, but I knew I heard him clear the first time, and I was going to follow him in any way. I picked up the phone and I called Jen and I said, yeah, book the plane ticket, I'm going. She said, are you sure? I said, yeah, no doubt. I have complete faith that I'm supposed to go. As soon as I hung up the phone, I heard the Lord say, you be obedient and I'm going to heal you. So I had complete faith that this is what I was supposed to do. And the next night in church, it was during praise and worship, and I was experiencing a lot of shortness of breath and just a lot of burning sensation in my lungs. Shortly after praise and worship, a friend of mine, Ruth, came off the stage, and she came up to me and she started prophesying over me, and the things that she spoke to me were the same things that the Lord had showed me the day before. And she said that the Lord says it's finished, that the health issues are no more, that it's done. As soon as she said that it's done, the burning left my chest and I could breathe like I could normal. Afterwards, I was looking in the mirror, and the swelling that I had on the right side of my neck was completely gone. I don't share my testimony to say, look at me and what I've done. It's never been about me. It's been about God. And I share it because I feel that it can stir your faith up in what the Lord wants to do in your life. Pursue him and lean into what God is asking of you. His mercies are the same for every person.